Minnie, we're talking about probiotics and the science of probiotics today. Are you familiar with probiotics? Here, Luna, stand on this side. Are you familiar with probiotics, Minnie, and what they do? Okay, so let me explain it to you so that you can understand, okay? So, the way it works is that from the time you're in your mommy's belly, your entire digestive system is essentially sterile from bacteria. And then when you're born and you're passing through the birthing canal, or even with the cesarean section, the placenta and the various fluids that are inside mommy's belly and birthing canal get into your nose, your mouth, your eyes, and these bacteria are native to that environment. They're friendly bacteria. They're designed to protect you from bad bacteria. That's poop on the floor, by the way. All right, are you following me so far? Okay, so now you're born and you have some bacteria that wants to grow and proliferate. No, that's a dirty park. We can't go in there. Anyway, so this bacteria wants to proliferate, and it's fed by things like mother's milk. Mother's milk is a perfect prebiotic to the probiotics food. Prebiotic, probiotic, prebiotic. Don't get confused by that term. So you're basically approximately 10%, 11% human cells and 89% or so bacteria, right? You follow me so far? Okay, so there's a balance in your stomach, in your gut, essentially from your mouth to your butthole, also known as your anus. There's a balance of good bacteria fighting off the bad bacteria. Now, the bacteria serves a few different purposes. One purpose is to protect you from invasion and being overruled by bad bacteria. The other function is this bacteria eats away and digests food and material that's inside your digestive system. So it's essentially they're like little fish eating from the bottom of the ocean, essentially keeping things digested, right? The other purpose of this bacteria is they combine with things, elements, digestive elements, to essentially synthesize vitamins like vitamin B12, which comes from food and interaction of these good bacteria. You synthesize B12 to a degree, more or less. Without the healthy balance of good bacteria, you will essentially be compromised by bad bacteria. Your immune system is compromised. So essentially, your entire Minnie, are you listening? Your entire immune system is, the front line is bacteria, good bacteria. So if you lived in the Garden of Eden and ate perfect balanced foods from plants, drank clean water every day, breathed fresh air all the time and had no stress, you would never have a problem with the populations of good bacteria in your system. But because of poor diet, because of antibiotics, pollution, stress, a combination of things, including actually pesticides on the foods you eat, the microbiome, as we call it in the industry, the digestive flora, another term for probiotics, becomes imbalanced. And so therefore your immune system is compromised. Are you following me so far? So one of the top supplements that people should use in modern world is a good probiotic, and we have such a thing. We have probiotic. The V in the center stands for vegan because the bacteria comes from a vegan source, not from an animal source. And it's also, it's grown in a vegan media, not dairy or other types of media that they grow supplement bacteria. And Our bacteria is very powerful. It is FDA approved. It's the Federal Drug Administration. In order to be considered a probiotic, the FDA has to recognize that the bacteria would grow normally inside the digestive system, and there's many strains and cultures of these bacteria. Probiotic is actually a lactobacillus, and its scientific name is GLB44. That's GLB44. And later on when we get home, we're going to search the internet for a page on GLB44 at glb44.org, where Brigham Young Medical, which is a division of Harvard Medical, did a study on this particular strain of bacteria, and they found some miraculous things. So what you really need to know about probiotics is what? What do you need to know about good bacteria? Poopy.